You're a little unique as celebrity spokespeople go in that you weren't sought out by the UN and by other people saying, come be our spokesperson. You took it upon yourself to learn about this. And then you contacted them. How did that come about?
I traveled to Cambodia a few years ago for a film, and when I went there, I realized that
Tomb Raider film,
for Tomb Raider, yeah,
very popular film.
Yeah, but I went there and was shocked. I hadn't learned about the history of that country. I didn't know that there were countries that had landmines like that. What a refugee was, how many people had been displaced there. So I suddenly realized that there must be so much more that I didn't know. And UNHCR today works in over 120 countries. That's 120 countries.
That's a phenomenal number.
That's the amount of people crossing borders and the amount of countries where there is war or fear of persecution or human rights. I mean, that's the world we live in. There's a lot of things going on. So I wanted to learn, and once I started to learn, I wanted to see and get out into the field, because that was the best way I thought I could understand. So I called Washington. I think they thought I was insane.
Do they believe? Let me ask you something. Do people believe it's you? You call up. I mean, you're a big name, and you call up and say, "I want to go find out more about refugees."
I was very, very nervous to call, because these are people in Washington, people in humanitarian aid. These are people that dedicate their lives to global issues, or just their neighbor next door, but to helping. That's what they do with their life.
And yet they
I'm an
welcomed
actor,
you in.
so I called. I was nervous.
And yet they welcomed you in, and in fairly short order, you found yourself visiting Sierra Leone.
Yeah, within 3 weeks.
So many places, Namibia, all the places you've been. Yeah. You traveled many places essentially by yourself, with maybe somebody from the UN with you. You were in circumstances where you slept. You still do to this day. You sleep where the other people sleep. You do what they do. You pay for it yourself.
Of course, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd be ashamed to feel I'd have certain needs for myself with everybody else going without. I can't imagine.
I mean, you have pledged personally millions of your own dollars for this.
Yeah.
That's something that...
It makes me happy. It's such an easy choice. I have more than enough to live and give to my son and my family, and I have what you can do with what you could buy a car with in the States, the amount of schools you can build and people you can feed. It's such an easy decision, and it feels wonderful.